Right, assalamualaikum everyone. So I'm actually studying Pepe, and there are some few findings that I'm going to share with you at the moment. And number one is, combining this pattern and the RSI right there. So I want you to pay attention to how the fact that you're moving down on the RSI right over there, and you can see that the RSI is actually at a very big resistance that has always been maintained previously. So you're looking at this one resistance on the RSI. So you've pretty much hit your head right one time here. You went to the downside. Okay, so when you're moving to the downside, you kind of pumped in the middle right there, and then you start to go down again, and then you pump up again, and then you go down. So it actually goes in waves, I guess. So you're looking for 1 2 3 4 5, right? And then you move up in wave as well, 1 2 3, right? So you're looking for one. So if you go back to the RSI history, this is almost like 1 2 3, maybe a push like a 4 here, and then go for the fifth wave all the way to the downside until February, or maybe just drop it right over here. But I think if something similar to this happens right there, then we might be looking for Pepe to just make a very small temporary push up and then go down, and actually down to this technical target of 6,334. Now that's the RSI. The chart pattern here in the future, let's say 20 days later or in the beginning of February, you start to see Pepe basically pushing all the way down here, which is due to this right angle ascending broadening wedge that I've told you before. Then one thing is going to be pretty clear to me, and what I'm going to say is that your next big resistance is actually going to be up on 18,000 right over here. Okay, so 18,000 is going to be a level of supply zone, because let me just remove some drawings. Let's actually redo this once again so they can be very clear. What am I doing? All right over here. Okay, so this is going to be your next level of supply. So basically whenever you touch it right over there, you went down, you touch it again, you went to the downside, you touch it one more time here, and then you started dropping to the downside. And if you meet the technical target, which is down at 6,333, then this is probably going to be your support right over there. Do you see that? So number one, you have your touch here, and you moved up, and then you had some few touches there, and then you moved up. So if you came down here, number one, I think that's going to be an amazing entry. You can actually try to trade at 6285, because in the future that's going to be your very big support, right? And then from here, if you pump back up, you have an amazing opportunity. That's going to be, if it actually just happens, you're looking for 162% move up in the future, isn't it? So that's going to be your next level of demand box. So this is going to be your demand right here. That's going to be your supply right over there, basically resistance and support down here, right? And then again, RSI has a lot of divergences. You have time until 5th of February or 25th of January. I think the next 20-25 days are going to be super important for Pepe, and that's where we may actually see some breakdown and finally drop down. Now of course, if you start to break above here, you may actually still push even higher. I'm not saying you cannot do that, but that really depends on the break. The break hasn't happened. I'm really interested to see where the break is going to be. And that's it for the video, just a quick one. I'm going to see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.